Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. It's Tuesday today. I have 9 meetings, all pretty much back. I think they actually are all back to back. A lot of crazy stuff going on, good stuff, meetings with influencer people and meetings with affiliate people, team meetings and stuff like that. So it's going to be an action-packed day, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey. So let's get it. Marketing world too is we're gonna be doing a post-house demo. We're looking forward to that. It's like this gym in the Hamptons that's like kind of like a bougie gym where celebrities and like when quote-unquote influencers go to. We're gonna be doing that August 15th. We have a demo there, so we just finished all that stuff up. Rearranging the marketing team a bit, so you guys might see some new people involved. Got rid of some agencies, bringing in some other people. So we're kind of in like a restructuring mode, just because it's like the goals that we want to go to and like where we are right now. It's like we need better people involved. So a lot of people are just like kind of doing the bare minimum, but to get to where we want to go, we just need better people. One of the cool things we hired was actually a new CRO agency. You guys ever heard of the brand IM8? It's David Beckham's brand. It has like red powder. They just raised like $1 billion. They're doing a couple $100 million a year in revenue. We actually hired the team that does the CRO for them, which is like doing different funnels and offers and converts and stuff on the website. So we're gonna be doing like a 6-month engagement with them. They've worked with a lot of killer brands. I actually have a meeting with them right after this. So a lot of really talented people coming in to help us get to that, quote unquote $100 million mark is where I'll head. So just a lot of rearranging going on the marketing end, but it's a little hectic right now, but we're gonna get there. Back to the whole leadership offsite thing. So like when we schedule like the dates for it to be due, like what's like a reasonable date to actually like do it? Because it's like if it's due that date, it needs to be like close to being done, if not done by that date. Otherwise, we just have a whole list of just random to-dos. Yeah, as long as you guys go in there and just like put the notes and like you guys can go in there and change the due dates and stuff like that too. Like there's stuff like again, if like things can't be done because it's like something came up or like change in scope, just change the deadline. But just sort of to go in there and be like, wow, this is not due still.
In 2 days. So
how's the wife? How's the kids? How's everything? And then ask them.
All right, guys, just finished up our weekly leadership meeting, and now I'm jumping into this meeting with our new CRO team that you guys, Nick and Carl, the new CRO agency we hired, and this is like our first kind of onboarding call. So let's do it. I like over communication, but I don't like communication where it's like putting too much work on me to do. For example, the other CRO agency we worked with in the past and other agencies, like I'll ask a question. I'll be like, hey guys, our conversion rate, just like I asked you, hey, our conversion rate was down today. I'm not sure why. Could you guys look into it and see like what potentially could be causing it? And what I found with like some people is they take that and then they start asking me a ton of questions. Hey, can you provide this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? And I'm like, I don't know the answer. I hired you guys because you guys are experts. If you need specific information from me that like can help you do it, great, but don't ask questions just to ask questions. It's kind of I think for me, I just look for characteristics, at least for employees that we hire or agencies. It's like I'm hiring people that know the answers. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be available to answer questions and if you guys actually need information, but it's more like take that, find solutions, and then come back to me and be like, hey, like I need this is what we found. That's very, very important to me. I don't say that to be an asshole. I say that just because like we're a pretty lean marketing team, and if I have to just hold everybody's hand and do stuff and think for everybody, then we just can't scale. So that's a key thing for me in terms of just communication style. In terms of key metrics, I'm very open to, I've worked with a CRO agency in the past. We didn't really have clear metrics of what success was. It was more just like, let's run tests and see which converts better. For this, I want to have an open mind. I'll lean on you guys too. I think the overall thing to look at is, of course, like the overall conversion rate of our website with first customers, first-time users, or even with existing customers. And I put this in the document as well. I think you guys could have an impact on this, but offers that keep customers long-term, because we're in the LTV business. It's very important. Like we're not first order profitable. It's very important for us to acquire customers at scale, but we win by keeping customers. And we do that because our food quality, if you try us compared to everyone else, like our food quality is top-notch. But with that being said, I want to be able to be like, okay, great, when we launch this type of offer with this discount and this bundle, we keep customers longer, and the data shows that. Or this offer, when I launch this offer and this funnel to this angle, to this persona, like this converts better, so let's double down on that, avatar. I put this in the doc too, but avatars is something that we're taking a big kind of emphasis on right now, is making sure that, okay, great, here are our 5, we did some research. It's like, okay, here are our 5 avatars. let's run ads that are, call out these people, are specific to these people, funnel them over to a landing page that makes sense for them. And that way we can see the entire customer journey to be like, okay, this audience in this segment, this ad angle in our ad account converts better. Okay, great, let's get more of these customers, let's get more influencers, let's build out more. We're right now in the stage of becoming I like to say, like in we had a quarterly offsite, and it's like we're in the stage of becoming a legitimate company. Like before, we've been kind of like, trying stuff out and throwing shit at a wall and seeing what works and what doesn't. And now it's like, okay, how can we build a systematic, repeatable process that we can run in a playbook form to get us to our goals, instead of it's just like, okay, like this is working well, I think let's do more of this. It's like, no, this funnel is working well because this offer converts better and is speaking to this avatar. How can we double down on that? So I think a big part of this is just really systematizing our process and having a true CRO arm of our business. All right, so you guys get a little bit of an insight of my management style there. I am very much, the way that I think about this, I'll put like a diagram on the screen, is that there's a pyramid of the levels of high agency. And essentially, there's 5 levels, and the 4th level is where you want people to be at. Like once you hire them, whether that's an agency or an employee, whatever it is, you want them to be at level 4. And what that means essentially is like, all right, so this is the diagram I was talking about. I figured why not, I was talking about it, why not put a visual to it? So hopefully you guys can see this, but essentially you have a pyramid here. It's kind of like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the bottom is least helpful, so that's stage 1, and at the top is most helpful, stage 5. So this stage 4, as I was saying before, I don't know if I'm actually putting the video, this is where you want employees to start out with. So the quote for that is, here's the problem, here's what I think caused it, here are some possible solutions, and here's the solution I think we should pick. So again, here's the problem, I identified a problem, here's what I think happened, here are some potential solutions to the problem, and here's the solution I think we should pick. That stage 4 is where you want people to start. So this is where potential employee, you want them to start here, and set the expectation is that they start at level 4. From the beginning, you should say to your employee, and which I've been doing with different agencies now that I'm like, systematize this and put it into a better like SOP. It's like, hey, listen, this is how I work. I want you guys to go out there when there's different solutions, you guys are doing your stuff or you're doing different tasks. If problems come up, I want you guys to find the problem, come to me to find out what you think caused it, come with me potential solutions, and then to say, okay, Kosta, here's the solution I think we should pick, based on my findings. Instead, what most people do is they come to you and they're like, hey, we have a problem. It's like, okay, great, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. So the difference is that, okay, they have a problem, they do all that stuff, and then they come to you. Level 5, which is the most helpful stage here, is I identified a problem, I figured out what caused it, I researched how to fix it, and I fixed it. I just wanted to keep you in the loop. This is where you want the super, employees to be. I'll do a bicep here, they're jacked. This is where you want the quote unquote super, hope you guys can see this, super employee or team member, whatever it is. This is where you want them to be. But when they start, they don't have the confidence because they haven't worked with you enough to actually make decisions. You have to get in tune and see the way that they think. I don't want just new people making decisions. But just like I talked with the CRO agency. In the beginning especially, I'm going to be a lot more hands-on in seeing the actual stuff that they talk about and being like, okay, here's the test that they identify a test that they want to do. As soon as they come to me with 3-4 tests and I get to see okay, they're thinking in the right place, I like what they're thinking, then you gotta let them off the leash to do their thing. So it's less micromanaging, not even that you're micromanaging, it's less work on you and you're just letting them do their thing and get into flow state. The same thing is with employees. Once, for example, Vinny, who's our creative director now, it's I don't, he just does 5 and just updates me in Basecamp. We use Basecamp, a great tool. I'll probably show you guys how we use it at some point in this series. But he's very much just there's tasks on the board in Basecamp, and he just leaves comments below. Okay, did this, just filling me in on different stuff. So I don't have to go, hey Vinny, what's the update over here? It's no, he's already commenting, and things are moving in real time. So if you're hiring employees, I can put this in the description below. It's actually just I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. It looks like crap. It's an actual diagram graphic that I can you can just print out and send to your employees. I think it's something that's or at least go over them when you're onboarding somebody, but this is an absolute game changer. Shout out Alex Lieberman, actually from Morning Brew, posted this, but he got it from this girl, Steph Smith, who she's been on the My First Million podcast a bunch. I don't even know what she does right now, but she posted this diagram, and he's this is the most helpful diagram when it comes to, hiring, but more just like working with your employees and team members. Also, I was supposed to have a call at 12 in 3 minutes, but unfortunately the person I'm having a call with, I said in the meeting if I had this in the clip, but unfortunately his mother took a really bad fall, and he was like, "Oh, I'll follow up with you later in the day. I have to take her to the ER, and it's like not a good." I was like, "Dude, yeah, your mother fell. You had to take her to the ER. Focus on that. Like, I'll connect with you later on today or tomorrow. But like, there's no need to like worry about like our meeting. That's not that important. Like, family is number one. I just had a wake and a funeral for a very close family friend the other day, and it's like, deal with that stuff. That's like way more important. The meeting can wait. So I actually just got an hour of my time back, and I'm going to use that just to get more work done and eat some food because I haven't eaten anything. We're thinking potentially to do the taste flavor transformation challenge for New Year's. That's like our to push that. I know Lauren had mentioned it last week. We're going to be doing a transformation challenge with this gym called Edge Fitness. They have a shit ton of members, and we're going to be doing latch onto their challenge in September. So we're going to be doing that with them as our partnership rollout. But for the sake of the taste flavor one in January, we have to start actually planning that, at least starting soon. Not this month necessarily, but at least, get in contact with them, let them know that we're planning this, come up with a full calendar. What we'll probably do is an entire meeting just dedicated to planning that before we meet with them, and just like coming up with like what our game plan is, what are the dates that we want to be rolling out. We're not going to do that now, but at least I'm going to put on the calendar January 1st is a Friday, so we can say the challenge starts on Monday, because that's the 4th. New Year's Day is Friday. Weekend we can start, well, technically the orders would be Wednesday. So we probably have orders start the 6th for people to order their meals by. Because it's June 6th.
What we do it the week, we do it the 30th. So they have their meals that weekend.
Well, it's also Christmas, people traveling, it's not like the worst week for us. So that's what I'm saying, the 6th. You see, the goal is just, what can we do in this time? Just a small campaign, get a few our elites there, get some content, get the merch. That's really, I don't think we have the bandwidth or the time to even sink our teeth into it at all. The way that I see this is like, what we're talking about here is sponsoring Nutre athletes. Like, they're part of our Nutre athlete event.
I think, yeah.
Which we could do that sort of style, but I think it's more like, who are our long-term partners? Because 3 months of stuff to do, or the short-term stuff doesn't make too much sense unless it's like just smaller people. But for bigger people, we should be definitely doing like, this is our Nutre, just like ProMix and these brands have, like, this is our Nutre athletes, and they compete at different marathons like year round. They do this and that.
Yeah.
Like key people like that.
Yeah, like First Form has that on their website, but the people that they work with are multi-year contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
People. Yeah. You could definitely run personal campaigns though via like different things. Like you could have
short-term stuff, just like content for ads.
For content, yeah.
Sales.
100%.
What are both of your thoughts if instead of sending the calendar link, we're like, hey, watch this 5-minute video, fill out the type form, and schedule a call? That's like 2 more steps, but like that could be 2 more steps that lead to a more person who's going to show up. So like, what are
you always want to do that. You always want to do that, because that what usually happens if they're not educated, they don't understand it, they don't take it really seriously. Whether they watch that video, they fill out that, the intent is usually higher, and there's more at stakes for them to lose. And you want them to understand what they're getting into. I love the APR. It could be an offer thing too, where like now this like we're attracting more lower people versus like the APRS page.
Yeah.
Is attracting a little bit more. I think this was working really good too. I think, and it's all built out. I think we could probably just swap over. Yeah, there's probably something I have to. No, that it has Andy's booking link still. Everything's set up the same, so I could send traffic to this page instead and test that out. All right, guys, it's been an absolute crazy fest in terms of meetings. Just got off another one. That was actually a consulting call, because I think I said before in the vlog, I do marketing consulting as well for like a few clients, not like too much, because it's hard to like balance Nutre consulting. And I think the main thing too is the consulting client I have, or the one I just got the call with, is in the fitness space, and it's a service-based business versus like an e-commerce-based business like Nutre. So sometimes it's tough to switch from that e-commerce hat to his world, although a lot of the stuff is overlapping in terms of principles and things like that. Sometimes it is a little bit of a different versus like, dealing with more e-commerce based people. It's just more of a mental switch than everything. But have one more call now. It's actually with a person that runs an affiliate program at a company called Equip, and I think they just do a really great job with their program. I had a call earlier with somebody that's another great that runs the influencer program at Shark Ninja. They crush it, so I wanted to chat with her. And then I have another call with this person that manages Equip's affiliate and partnership program, and I think it's probably one of the best partnership programs I've seen, at least in the affiliate side of stuff. So I'm just trying to chat with people and always improve, and it's just cool that people are like happy to hop on calls and kind of help you out. I also got to go return this iPad after. I bought, if you guys can see it there, I bought the big iPad, and then I was like, this might be too big, so I got the small one. And I'm like, I fucking hate this small thing. It's like I gotta lean over and like crouch to like actually use it. So I'm gonna return that and probably get the bigger one, but it kind of works out better because I think I can get it for cheaper, or just like do it in a different deal if I do it through Best Buy and do something different. So I'm gonna finish up this call and then head over to there and yeah, see what the rest of the night. I have to go back and do some more work. I have like a whole, like, since it's meetings all day, I have done work in between as much as I could, but I have some more stuff to do when I get back home, have some dinner, and I'll probably see you guys, if I don't get to see you guys in this clip, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or later on. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to film.
Yeah, totally.
What is the structure for when you said you were doing the partnership program? Like, what is the structure for that, doing the partnership? Because we do a shit ton of partnership ads. Are you saying for those partners, instead of the flat fee, you're doing like a percent of ad spend or GMV or stuff like that?
So that program, we actually, and this was by request of our CEO, as much as I would love to do percent of ad spend, he was really intent on doing commission on new customer conversions driven by the ads specifically. And so we kind of have to like piecemeal this together. We use Northbeam for attribution to track that, which makes it super easy because the ads themselves are using links via Meta, and so it's super easy to track via Northbeam. That program, we actually just source content from affiliate partners that already exist in our affiliate program. And so I essentially like dig through content on a weekly basis from affiliate partners, and just say like, hey, do you want to essentially like earn money while you sleep on this content? It's already live. It's like a really great recipe reel. I just offer them like a percent on ads or conversions driven on the ad, and they're not making that new content. It's just content they've already made. And so it's been like the somewhat like lowest lift, cheapest way for us to just get like a volume of content in the content flywheel. All
right, guys, just left Nutre HQ. Gonna head over to Best Buy right now, return this iPad, and get the bigger one. I feel bad, low-key, if I see the guy that helped me buy this iPad yesterday because it took him a while to find it, and I'm just returning it the next day. But the thing is just too small, and it's pissing me off, and I just want to go back to the bigger one. But that was a great call I had with that person that's the head of affiliate and partnerships at Equip. I learned a few key things. It was like a mutual thing. I like told her some stuff about what we're doing, and then I learned some stuff that she's doing. But I think one of the biggest things was understanding that one person can't do it all, and that you really have to build out your team, and maybe have someone at the top that's more of the data person that's understanding the data and the things that are going on, and then you have other people that are doing like the outreach and almost like a sales team process. So I think I'm going to restructure the team a bit. It's challenging, restructuring the team and doing that stuff and staying in with budget. It's just, that's the job about being a CMO. It's like, it's not easy at the end of the day to do it, because it's like, I very much treat Nutre as if it is my own business. And like, I think Nutre is no different than my own business. So it's like, I'm always trying to be as lean as possible, but at the same time, it's like, if we have aspirations to grow and we're like, we want to grow to like, this level and we want to do that, it's like, well, to do that, like, we're going to have to hire some more people to do different stuff, in which we are right now. But, being a bootstrap company, it's hard, like, to actually make those decisions and understand that, to go further, you have to maybe, not be as profitable for a bit, and then to go forward. And then, like, it's just part of the overall journey of, business and growing a business. So I'm probably not going to film too much more tonight. I'm going to head over to Best Buy, return this iPad. Again, I don't really know how much I'm going to share in these videos of like behind the scenes stuff. but you know, I kind of feel the inclination to share a little bit of that stuff too. But at the end of the day, like, you know, having a day like that, I want to go home and just be present as best as possible. So that's why, like, I don't involve that much. Maybe I'll show a little bit of it, but yeah. And I also have been contemplating, like, you know, hiring and I keep saying, you know, and Jess is making fun of me for it, because it's like I do this Joker impersonation where he says, like, you know, he's like, you know, like, and I'm not gonna do it on camera right now too much, but I have the whole spiel down. But for me, I was watching, you know, a few different YouTubers that I've watched in the past that are also business people, and they are all just like recording stuff themselves. Like, they're not actually they don't have like videographers. I think they do for some stuff, but a lot of the stuff is just like them holding the camera, because it's like there's a different element of, you know, getting filmed versus filming yourself. It's way more personal, and, you know, it feels one-to-one for me holding this camera versus, like, you know, someone else filming me. So who knows, maybe at some point I'll have somebody else help me out with the content, but for now I'm just gonna film it and just to give you guys an authentic, honest behind the scenes look of, you know, what it takes to build a $100 million brand, and what it takes to just, like, you know, outside of that part, both on the personal development side and like the business side as well, which are two things I'm extremely passionate about. So that's it for my spiel right now. I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, filming this on the iPad right now. This camera, it's like a wide angle iPad lens, is absolutely kind of crazy, but I gotta get better at the outros in vlogs, because I like never know when I'm gonna end it. So I think it's gonna help if I do like little intros or little outros. So this is my outro for that vlog. It was a really solid week overall. I didn't really capture too many days. That was mostly just that was just that one entire day. So I'm gonna try to, like, you know, get better. It's my second vlog. I'm like kind of hard on myself too. I'm like, you know, I should have, you know, filmed more, or like storytell better, or done XYZ better. But that's kind of the entire process. I want this to be, like, you know, raw, and show the journey of, like, myself improving in business, as well as like this content improving. And again, I talked about this in my newsletter, but I want to do it in a way that I can be consistent with. I don't want to just like film these elaborate vlogs with all this B-roll and all this stuff that, like, you know, is cool and things, but like is not going to make me passionate about doing this. Is not going to make me excited to do this. The word passion here and there is, like, you know, I like the word passion, but like sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do too. So I'm just trying my best to balance, like, actually building businesses and filming content, especially because I'm just doing this myself. I'm not Casey Neistat, and I'm not like a full-time content creator. So expect more content. I'm gonna film some more stuff this week. If you guys want to see anything different, or you guys want me to cover different stuff, please let me know. I'll do it. I'm gonna be doing more whiteboard videos and more teaching videos as I get my own, like, you know, kind of footing, and just understanding, like, you know, okay, this works for me, this doesn't. This is how I'm gonna structure the vlog, stuff. So it's only gonna get better at the end of the day. But if you guys like this, I would appreciate if you share with a friend, comment, like, subscribe, do the whole shebang. On YouTube, it means a lot. You know, if you guys show that you like certain stuff, it just gives me signals so I can do, you know, specific content. So that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.